Hello and happy Monday. I'm filming again in Hawaii, and this time I just want you to see behind me. The sun is just now rising and it's just so beautiful behind me. You know, one of my favorite things about being here is to see the whales popping up. In fact, I'm hoping that during this video you'll be able to see some of the whales. But we see sometimes they'll have like a little blowhole, or you'll see their tail splashing or their head pop out, and every once in a while we're lucky enough to see a big breach where they'll come out and splash down, and it's just amazing. So I love it. It's just fun to see these glimpses of these amazing gigantic creatures. And the funny thing is though, if you're not looking for them, you're going to miss them. You've got to be really looking for those little glimpses of these magnificent creatures. And you know, it reminds me of how God gives us glimpses of hope, especially on at times where maybe we're going through a difficulty or we don't understand something. He gives us glimpses of hope along the way, glimpses of encouragement, whether it's through people or circumstances or just something in our spirit that encourages us. But just like looking for these whales, we have to be looking for those glimpses of hope. We have to be looking for what God is doing and how He is giving us encouragement along the way. You know, it's interesting. There's a lot going on in that ocean back there. I call it the Great Deep, and Scripture calls it the Great Deep. And it is there's so much amazing activity going on there, and all these giant creatures, and all this life happening under the surface of the ocean. We can't see it right now, but we can see glimpses of it, as I see glimpses of the whales every day. And so I want to encourage you that we have to be looking for those glimpses and recognize that God is at work in mysterious ways. We may not be able to see all that He is doing because there's a lot of work He's doing behind the scenes that we don't know, but we have to trust Him. But the good news is He gives us glimpses of hope along the way. So I encourage you to be on the lookout for those glimpses of hope as He brings them into your life, even when you can't see the whole circumstance. Just like I can't see all that's going on underneath the ocean surface, I know that there's a lot happening there, and He gives me glimpses of it by giving me glimpses of those magnificent whales. So remember, look for glimpses of hope this week and recognize that God is at work in mysterious ways, so many ways that we can't even imagine. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next week here at Positive Life Principles.